Okay, guys. I don't really want to watch this, but since chat is off the rails, I will watch your video. Pac-Man Championship. Guys, listen. I will be taking notes.
If you're coming here to see me troll around, I can't anymore, because Hypocritikal lied so much about me and the situation
Put her money where her mouth is.
that I was forced to re-edit my whole video and now debunk every single lie that was made. Everybody, including me, is tired of this subject, on him defending promotion of porn to kids. But I'm making this video to show you in detail the real side of Moist Hypocritikal. So now I'm gonna debunk every single lie and show how he manipulated, mispresented me for millions of people that I'm never gonna get to prove wrong. After this video, you will not see his videos the same way. First lie manipulates the narrative that he already said both are bad. But that clip happened after my video, when his own fans has pressed him for 1 week for saying nothing.
And on stream I talked about this last night. And I'll go ahead and get this out of the way right away. During that stream, and in the exact same video MuKitty has posted on one of her channels, I outright say both are bad.
He never say outright both are bad. All the streams is on my second channel. He defended himself.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, I just think overall it's kind of hard to say everything about a certain topic. I don't know, but I don't know. I'll let it play, I guess.
And argued with his viewers for 10 minutes. And after a long battle, he said it's not a great decision, but never said both are bad.
I outright say both are bad.
And this lie is important. He lies that the viewer didn't hear the full statement when the clip he's talking about is from the day before this recording, which is weeks after the call out.
Pretty clear from reading her comments, not like her personal comments, but like the audience comments, that the majority of the people didn't even watch the full statement.
The next lie is also very important, and it's done many times, where he words, I didn't do the exact same statement, when he didn't do any statement at all.
Thus, I disagree that it's hypocritical that I made statements about Aiden Ross and the porn thing being really weird, and I didn't make the exact same statements for QT Cinderella's Fansly sponsor.
Guys, this is what I said last time. I think sometimes the thing will match the reaction. If somebody shows porn on stream, and then your reaction is like, okay, that's cooked up. That's what the fuck. That's this porn, and then somebody did the ad thing, and then he laughed. I think you're kind of like matching what happens to whatever, right? If somebody comes in and takes a hammer and just goes bang on somebody, you go like, what the fuck is going on? And if you look at watch a video and somebody slaps on you, you go like, the fuck? I think the reaction matches the what's going on. I think that's just kind of how we operate as people.
Keeps pushing on this narrative that we missed the clip that proves he's not a hypocrite, but the clip is after my video, the day before this video. So he uses the word prove, which in the viewer's minds means that he is proving something, but the clip is after my video. Guys, do you understand? The proof is after my video, weeks after Streamer Awards.
Necessarily find it.
Okay, hold on. Guys, I'm being developed. I promise you, I'm being reasonable here. Okay, listen. Chat, really fast. I'm gonna speed run. Okay, boom. This is a meter. Okay, chat. This is a meter. Okay, this is a meter of severity. Relax. This is a meter of severity of the action. Okay, and this is a meter. Okay, you know, like a meter, like this, right? Usually, the way things work in real life is like this. Okay, so this is this is the action, right? And this is the reaction. Okay. If something of this degree happens, you expect people to react in about a reasonable scale in that area. So like, let's say from here to here. You want to react according to what happens, right? And if it's bad, if something is really bad, you expect them to react in this, about this area, right? About the same amount of area, right? So if something is really bad, if somebody says, dude, you're a doo-doo head, you're like, oh. And somebody says, wow, you're a, and he says a really bad word, you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Jesus Christ. Who raised this fucking guy, man? Right? I think you guys can understand this, right? So, let's say in this case, you have a really bad word, you know, really bad word, and then you have doo-doo head. Okay? I just feel like, guys, I'm playing devil's advocate, okay? I think what Moistcr1tikal was saying is that when he laughed at it, it matches the severity, or it states that he thinks it's bad, right? And whenever the other thing happened, whenever Aiden did his own thing, he reacted this way. That's what he's saying. I think he's matching the reaction as in like, yeah, it's bad. I think that's what he's saying, right? I think that's what he's getting at. I think that makes sense. I do think that, I'm gonna be honest with you, there is a small but noticeable lack of reaction on that part, which isn't too big to be alarming, but that's my thoughts about it. Whenever he watched the family sponsor, maybe his reaction wasn't up to par with the severity, but it's not by a big margin.
It's shocking that they didn't watch all 10 minutes of what I was saying. I'll go ahead and prove that it's there right now, real quick, before getting into why. Of course, advertising Fansly, OnlyFans, or anything in front of an audience that has younger children on it, it's always going to be not a great decision. It's one of the...
Imagine how many people fell for this. Look at Asmongold's reaction.
I think that Charlie absolutely is in the right to make a video like this, even if like I feel like it's not as different as he's leading on to. At least I don't think it is. Fundamentally, like somebody made a video about him and misrepresented him, and then made him look bad because of the misrepresentation. I think that sucks. That absolutely sucks. There's no like they didn't. Well, they did though, right? Because. So showing a clip of him laughing and then not showing the context of him saying later on, like that it was weird, that's intentionally disingenuous. Like, you're not going to convince me that not including that is intentionally disingenuous.
This shows how dangerous Hypocritikal is, the way he can twist things and makes the viewer look on the situation from the false lens. He then lies about Fansly having a lot of obstacles.
So I viewed the advertisement very differently than a lot of people, because even when you scan the QR code, you still don't immediately get porn. There's already a lot of degrees of separation and a lot of obstacles to go through.
What happens? This is crazy that this website is being promoted in front of hundreds of thousands of children, because as soon as I go to the homepage, I am instantly greeted with an open vagina despite the account being underage.
He lies about now saying a statement immediately, which indicates to the viewer that he did say one, when he never did. Guys, he didn't until he got called out.
I'm hypocritical because I called Aiden Ross pulling up Pornhub weird and didn't immediately start
Then lies again that it takes a lot of stuff to access it, when he just said that anyone can access and you only need your Twitch account.
Is completely different than an advertisement to a platform which does have porn, but a lot of things that they'd have to do in order to access it.
He then ends the video with saying neither is great, but he only called out one, which is the point. But he still doesn't think he's a hypocrite. This is the best example of a hypocrite in denial.
So I still just don't think it's hypocritical. As I've said, neither one of them is great. I don't think either one of them is an amazing thing to do. So I still just don't think it's hypocritical. Neither one of them is great. So I still just don't think it's hypocritical.
He says both are bad, or in other words, neither is great.
Makes sense,
The
yeah.
only one he called out was a stranger, and the one he didn't was his business partner. Guys, how is this hard to understand? It's very simple. The subject was never which one is worse, but he changed it, so automatically everybody agrees. But that's not the point, and it was never the point, not in my video, not of his own viewers, not of anyone that called him out. Now, let's hear all the lies about me, and how he misrepresented me in front of millions of people.
Oh,
he
no.
says I don't like his content. Big lie. I've never said this.
Something that I'm personally a huge fan of, the same way that she doesn't like my content.
He also lies that I'm genuinely upset with him, when I've never expressed anything against him.
I always thought her content was supposed to be silly and over-the-top trolling, but she does seem genuinely upset at me, and I imagine it's because of my statements, and I also did say I'm not the biggest fan of the way she edits her content.
He then goes live after this video and keeps lying even more.
I just can't even understand there's a real debate. I know MuKitty's really upset.
He starts lying about me saying Aiden Ross did the exact same thing when I've never said that.
I'd like her to put her money where her mouth is. If she really thinks that the Aiden Ross Pornhub situation is exactly the same as the QT Cinderella one, then I want her in her next video.
Then he lies
Oh, that's his main channel. What does he say? Can't even understand what he says when he speaks. Lacking dopamine. Yeah, maybe it's because your brain's fucking off on your motherfucking bitch ass motherfucker. Yeah, if you ever watch this motherfucker, what is this guy at? What is he at? Lacking dopamine. Yo, how do you stop smoking fucking weed out the wazoo, bitch ass? Fucking crystal weed smoker stoner. Fucking crystal weed, man. This is why they shouldn't legalize crystal weed. Lacking dopamine. Dopamine. He doesn't watch here.
Is the QT Cinderella one, then I want her in her next video.
Then he lies about saying both are bad and called one much weirder, which indicates that he called cuties weird when he never did.
I don't know how many times I have to say they're both bad, but one's definitely worse, which is why I called it much weirder.
And keeps on lying about doing it much quicker, but quicker than what? When he never did it. And that is why everybody's calling him out.
But one is definitely worse, which is why
I think it's like another thing is kind of trolling though. Like I feel like you can kind of make up what people's feelings are based on what they do, right? I think that if you're having a conclusion about it, wrong or right, I mean it's still up to interpretation, and I don't think it's a lie per se. But I
called it much weirder, much quicker.
And one of the most biggest lies is that he said that it was not good and he was uncomfortable when he saw the ad on Streamer Awards. This never happened.
As opposed to laughing, and then saying that yeah, that was uncomfortable and not good.
Let me prove it for the lazy ones.
Sign in using your Twitch account and see which of your favorite streamers are already creating adult content on Fansly. Fansly has a whole algorithm dedicated to discovering new content and creators through the Fansly For You feature. Swipe and discover today at fansly.com.
I gotta tell you, I'm not too confident about that.
Click the checkbox and subscribe.
This is just my little tinfoil hat conspiracy. I think Prime's on its way out within the next 2 or 3 years. Prime won't exist. They lose a ton of money on it. Hey, that's all good.
That video was amazing. I want to say a huge thank you to our sponsor Fansly for sponsoring the Streamer Awards. Make sure you follow the Fansly account for exclusive behind-the-scenes content and get a free trial of their top creators only at fansly.com/thestreamerawards. Speaking of artists in our community, can I get everyone on their feet to welcome our next musical act?
Oh yeah, we have live music. Who we got?
Charming
33-month sex.
Oh, I love that guy. Wait, that guy's so fucking hype. Let's get it.
He then keeps on lying that there is an 18 verification when he just admitted in his video that he posted that there isn't.
He's saying there's no 18 plus tag on the Fansly ad, whereas Kick you have to verify being 18. Yeah, but on the actual porn website you have to verify being 18.
That absolutely is cooked, guys. I'm not getting over involved, but honestly, I did call it out that not having 18 plus and having the QR code go straight up, all this shit. Yeah, that shit's bro. I call it. I didn't even have to read the chat or read him. I come with this intent on my own because of the Gamba.
So if we're going to talk about verification, then you would still need to verify you're 18 to see the porn
Shit's fucked up.
Fansly. I thought you had to verify you were 18 plus in order to even get to the pornographic content, but according to some research now, it actually seems like Fansly is extremely easily accessible.
Guys, it's simple. You can put in the title, you can put in the panels, you can put it on screen, you can put it on the channel, you can put it anywhere. Okay, even having one of them gives you enough. Flexibility to say, yo guys, at least I try to put a safeguard. And you know what? Not everybody's going to agree with you, right? But objectively, you can make an argument. Let's say you're in court. You can make an argument that you tried. That's how it would play out, right? legally and also kind of morally, right? But if you do absolutely nothing, then you have no plausible deniability across the board, nothing, and there's nothing you can say about it. That's just how it is.
For anyone of any age, there's not a whole lot of security to it based on the things I've read, which is knowledge I didn't have last night. Still need to verify you're 18 to see the porn with Fansly.
He then keeps on brainwashing the narrative that he didn't do it immediately when he never did anything. It's a lie, guys.
But one is clearly worse than the other. The one that I talked about
xQc
in the, like, immediately after it happened. And then the one I didn't talk about immediately after it happened.
And now...
Guys, if I take a beer sponsor, okay, and today we're doing fucking Bud Night Light, okay, and I get fucked up on stream, okay, I will have a 18+ tag on title or something on stream, right? The same should apply to platforms that are inherently for adult content. Boom, done. That's it.
He lies
21. Oh shit, I'm from Quebec, it's 18 over there, so I don't.
Again, and said that it was kind of weird when I just proved that he didn't.
Immediately after it happened, I laughed and then said later, wow, that was kind of weird.
He then lies about me harping on him and bringing him up. I think this is to make his fans defend him, but I never harped on him.
That's her whole point. Why does she keep bringing me up and harping on me? Because I laughed at it.
I'm not saying
Even
you should
his
promote
own
that.
viewers
I'm saying if you
refute that
did.
lie.
Not harping on you. She made 3 tweets about me today alone. What are you talking about?
I just posted some memes, and those was after the video I showed.
Bro, when did I get cooked? I never got cooked. What the fuck? How did I get killed? Bro. When did I get cooked? What the fuck? I never got cooked.
And those was after the video I showed.
Oh,
Now that I've shown how much he lies, I'm gonna touch on why he's a hypocrite. Same thing happened when they tried to scam their fans with overpriced computers.
Oh
he only
my
changed
God.
when they exposed him. Then suddenly criticism exists.
I knew that brain dead take was coming. What is the point of criticism if you don't want to see a change?
But not for a single scammer that he made a video on.
So we tried to take this down according to the mods. Props them for not backing down. And instead of it removed, we said no. I mean, I've been talking about trust and client satisfaction while mods banning anyone questioning the new company. Jesus.
And on the Miskiff incident.
Guys, why did you choose Michael? Guys, I don't know what I'm saying. I DMs.
The owner of Starforge, which he is a co-owner of, he never mentioned his name in the video. Is that a coincidence? Well, when Rich Campbell got kicked out of OTK, he didn't make a video on that either. So I see a pattern, and I called it out. So that's why he's so mad and lied about everything.
The MuKitty video. MuKitty says. MuKitty.
Okay. I think... Whoa. Okay, the severity and the reaction based on what happened with that decision was absolutely unhinged. That was extremely real and severe. I don't blame anybody for not.
He's really upset. I'd like her to put her money where her mouth is. If she
So,
does that, then yeah, absolutely, I'll eat shit on it. I would love to see her do the Aiden Ross Pornhub moment. Oh, I'm not even talking about X. I just saw MuKitty's response. I'm like I said, I'm pretty sure she just trolls. It was her just once again saying coke, but she seems like legitimately upset and like. And again, I'm saying if she really feels that way, it's MuKitty's whole point. Then in her next video, she needs to play the. That's her whole point. Why does she keep bringing me up and harping on me? If she wants to critique QT Cinderella, clearly not her whole point. She's made 3 tweets about me today alone. What are you talking about? Or if MuKitty's here, I'd love to talk to her.
So, for the slow people, why Moist is a hypocrite is because he didn't say anything until he was called out by me, a small YouTuber. And even after getting called out by me, it took him a whole week of his own fans pressing him every single day on live stream for him to say something, which he was aware of.
Why do I keep getting this question? Are you talking about the MuKitty video?
And when he responded to this, to the promotion of porn to an audience full of minors, his response was, yeah, it's not a great decision. It's just one of those things.
Of course, advertising Fansly, OnlyFans or anything in front of an audience that has younger children on it, It's always going to be not a great decision. It's one of those things, yeah.
One of those things? Like it's a daily thing we all do? Do you guys promote porn on a family-friendly show daily?
No, okay, guys, I sound like a glazer, okay? But the reality is that, guys, these are arguments that I push all the time, okay? I think, listen, the reality is that not a great decision, it kind of means like, on the spectrum of things that are kind of like, possibly harmful, surely harmful, that's more of like towards like the surely harmful, right? I think that's very much what he means by that, right? So he says one of these things, as in it's in the scope of the things that are probably harmful, right? And then that's just it. It categorizes the behavior. That's it.
What does that even mean?
Guys, it categorizes the behavior or the sponsorship. That's how it is. It's one of those things. Yes, that's what he means. I think that's
minimizing
I think he's underselling it.
Thing for 10 minutes, and the reason because it's his business partner.
I didn't realize that was my group. You realize I've never talked to QT like in my life outside of DMs? What are you talking about?
He changed subject and started pointing fingers like a little child. But the main point remains. If I didn't call it out, he would have never said anything. And the reason is because it's his business partner. So, if Moist Hypocritikal admits that the ad is wrong, then he is a hypocrite because no statements was made. But if you think it's not wrong, then can you explain the law to your friend?
Obscene matter to minors. Any transfer or attempt to transfer such material to a minor under the age of 16, including over the internet, is punishable under the federal law. Oh shit.
So, I challenge Moist Hypocritikal to debunk all these lies, or you will always be remembered as the hairy Pinocchio.
Makes sense. I think it's important to keep track of I think there are some points there, right? I'm sure you'll it's gonna have to debunk. But I think some of these things are kind of subjective. You know, that was a bit unhinged, to be honest.